Hey guys, and welcome to Build and Chat. So today we are going to be working on the sewer tiles and trying to get towards the end of the mausoleum here so we can put this project on the shelf and use it in the game. I haven't done much on these since last time we talked because mostly I was trying to feel better most of the week, plus had some other big things going on, and we'll talk about those as the stream goes on. But first, let's talk about where we are. So this we just painted these last time, and I've got the 9, but we're just going to work on these 2, and I'll work on the other ones off camera. And then I worked on these ends. We put these together, and we made this sewer pipe last time. Excuse me. And so I just glued this down, and then I cut a couple pieces off of these thinner cardboard tubes to put in here for some smaller pipes, and then just put some cardboard stuff around here to kind of simulate brickwork. So these will actually sit up under here like this, so that when the DM wants to, he can kind of build a map with this stuff and put ends on it, and it will kind of all be modular, and he'll be able to make it whichever way he wants to. So, he or she. In our case, it's a he. That's why I say he, because it is a he for him. My phone's going bananas. Oh, geez. All notifications at once. All right, so shut up, phone. So, we're going to work on getting these painted. I just glued these on this morning, but I think the glue is pretty set, so we should be able to paint those. We'll get some painting done on this. We'll get some painting done on this. So today's going to be a big painting day. We will do some other stuff, but mostly painting. Now, just be warned. My daughters had their annual Halloween sleepover last night with all their friends. So there are 11 girls in the house. So if you hear a bunch of silly girls in the background, well, that's why. I've got 11 girls in the house right now. So I'm hiding here in my hidey cave talking to you guys. So anyway, let's get on with this. So what I want to do, I want to start with the mausoleum. And we'll get some paint work done on this thing. Move it along. Hey Hufflepuff, how you doing? I know, right? That's cray. Actually, they're pretty good kids. They're staying fairly quiet and not giving me any issues, and so it's pretty nice. But you know, they do get silly as teenage girls are wont to do. But it's fine. It's fine, chat. So, let me find a good brush for this. What brush was I using? That's not good. Where'd it go? I had it last week. Chat, what did you do with it? Are you hiding my brush? Come on, chat. This one will work. This will be fine, chat. All right, we're gonna get a little water in here, water this down, and make us some patina on this roof. See if because I've just got the one coat, so it looks kind of crappy right now, but don't worry, chat. It'll get, oh my gosh. This stuff is not mixing very well. It's fine, chat. It's fine, chat. I gotta get a shirt with that on it. May have to put a mixer ball in there or something. But for now, we'll just use some water. Oh, that's good. I just painted my cup. Special. Well, this is an auspicious start to this stream, huh? Goopy paint in my cup. Bunch of silly girls in the house. It's great. Great start. All right. So we're just going to start smacking on some color here. We're going to do this in a few thin layers rather than one gloppy layer because we want it kind of smoothish and not a bunch of, or as little brush stroking as we can get, since it's large flat areas. And I don't like painting large flat areas. Yeah, tell them to hurry up, because, oh my lord, I could use it. So how's everybody in chat land doing today? We've got some serious rain here in Central Florida. It's been raining since last night. It's just nasty. Mix this up a little better. Oh, tornado warnings. That's fun. Well, don't send them this way. You keep them over there. Hey Prodigy, how are you? We missed you too. How was the con? Did you make it to the con? Was it good? Did your costumes get finished? Did you have time? Awesome. Oh, sniffles. I just got over some sniffles. Yeah, send me a picture. That'll be great. I want to see it. If you send it now, we can share it with all of Chatland. So we had a Wednesday night, had a really fun, I started a new series, and it was going to be just about world building, but I had the folks from Nightheart Gaming on. Ann and Frank were on chat with me, on voice chat, and we started having discussions, and it kind of went off the topics. I mean, it didn't end up the way I had envisioned it, but it ended up really cool. And we just kind of had discussions about DMing and role-playing games, and chat was participating in it, and it was really good conversation, I think. At least I really enjoyed it, and they seemed to, and chat, I think, was digging it. And we only did a little bit of world building, but so I'm reformatting that show a little bit, and what I'm going to do is kind of turn it into more of a RPG and DM talk show, and just do a 1 hour show, kind of limit it to an hour. And so it'll have different topics every week to talk about, and I'll try to get guest people on the chat to talk, and so we have panels, and I think that could turn out really fun, because, you know, getting chat involved in the conversation is always a good time, because you always have somebody that'll argue with you and take the opposite position, which leads to good conversations, and I just have a lot of fun with that. So anyway, that'll be on Wednesday nights, and we'll try to keep it short and sweet, to the point, and we'll do some world building. Some nights will be about world building or map making, or how to do certain things. Oh, you sent me a pic. Let's see if I can see it. Yeah, and we'll show all of chat. Come on, computer. My computer's bugging me about rebooting for a Windows update right before I went to stream, and I'm like, no. Come on, computer. Could you be any slower? All right, chat, here we go. Look at that. That's pretty cool. And you made those? Neat. I like it. I like it a lot. See ya, Hufflepuff. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. Yeah, that's awesome, Prodigy. It's fun. I have fun making costumes like that. Once in a while, it's nice to get into the life-size stuff, right? So, what else have you got going on? What other kinds of cool things are happening in the world of chat? All right, so we're going to let this coat dry up a bit so I don't just keep putting brush marks in it. And we'll move on to other stuff while that is drying. So I'm getting into other new stuff this week. I decided I wanted to try something I've never tried before. Oh, wow, that's interesting. I guess the glue in there has kind of been destroyed. Anyway, yeah, yeah, right, inspiration. I was kind of having that problem too, so I decided to start working in new medium, and I decided to start trying some clay sculpting this week. So I started, I'm using Super Sculpey, and I just started trying to put together like a little skull thing just to practice and get to know the material and stuff. And I've never sculpted in clay before, so it's really weird for me, and I've still got a lot of work to do on this guy. But any sculptors out there or anybody who knows anything about this stuff can give me some pointers on what I can be doing better here. This piece is probably going to get scrapped. This is just me kind of playing with the material, getting to know how to condition the clay and how to use the different techniques to smooth it out and join it and all that stuff. So, and I just picked a human skull because why not, right? All right, so now let's keep working on the mausoleum. We need to put some gray on this sucker. So where is that? I hate when they explode like that. Big old mess. This stuff shouldn't be messy. All right, so we're gonna get a thin layer of gray on. What we're making right now is we're gonna finish up this mausoleum, or try to. It just needs painting at this point. And we're making some modular sewer tiles. So I've got 9 of these, but we're just gonna work 2 of them on stream. So these are the bases, and then these will be like the ends that'll sit in here so that we can build sewer levels as we go. And because I had a request from my DM for our upcoming campaign to do that, so it's being doed. It's being doing it. And I've got to get some new brushes. This is ridiculous. All right, so let's get just some 50-50 mix of just basic old gray on here as a base coat so that we can dry brush on top of it. Because this is a stone mausoleum, and I put this really freaky texture on it, which I'm kind of liking. Didn't know how it was going to work out, but like it pretty good. So, yay. Now this isn't going to be a terribly colorful mausoleum, but then it's a mausoleum. They're not supposed to really be colorful, are they, chat? I mean, I don't think so. So what really was the con that you went to? Was it just a general nerd con, or was it like a Comic Con or a D&D con, or what was the thing? Oh, PAX. Okay. Did you get to see the PAX guys at all? I didn't realize they did one in Australia. They do like 8,000 of them in the US, but oh, they don't come over there. Buggers. Too good to hang out in Australia, are they? That's it. They're not going to see my friends in Australia. I'm not going to watch them anymore. That's it. No, they've lost me as a viewer because they don't support my friends. That's just rude. Rude. Do. Oh wow, that's cool. They working on another Witcher? Hope so. That's one of my favorite games. I'd love to see a Witcher 4. I haven't heard anything about it yet though. And it's been years, so what's taking them so long? I mean, come on. It only takes like 6 months to make one of those games. Jeez. Slackers. Takes me longer to make a mausoleum. Cyberpunk 2077. Wow. But I want a Witcher. Tell them to stop working on that and work on my Witcher. They should know that's what I want. Doggone it. Alright, so we're going to have to do another coat of that. once that dries up. That's not the color I want. True, they are doing the Netflix thing, so I guess that's something. What's up with, oh jeez. Strange child.
Oh, my shirt. Oops.
Weird.
Why is my shirt black?
Oh, well, because
It's green?
because I'm kind of a dum-dum. Hold on.
Yeah, because it's green. What?
Because my shirt was black too, because I actually had the chroma key turned on. Oops. Yeah, I'm actually wearing a green shirt, chat, in case you didn't know.
And I'm wearing a tie-dye and fangs.
Tie-dye, a hippie vampire. Awesome. You're so weird. And there's 10 more of you weirdos in there. Yeah.
And Holly's in there too.
Hmm?
Holly's in there too.
Yes, 10 more of you weirdos and a doggo that is also female.
There are 11 girls and 1 boy in the top at the moment.
It's rough. It's rough, chat. Alright, so we need to work on this a bit. Work on the sewer tiles. So I need to get base coats on these. So we're just going to do a gray on these here. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Well, that was awesome. Stick my hand in paint. It's fine, chat. Now, I could do a lot more stuff on this to make it look a lot more realistic, like, you know, actually use as the backing some foam core and rip that off and, you know, make all the stone in the foam and all that stuff. But I've got kind of a time issue here because I've got to get a lot of stuff out. I've got a lot of minis to paint. I've got a lot of graphic work to do to get ready for the new series. I've got a lot of stuff to do to develop this talk show that I'm going to do. So we're going to go with time-saving things here because ultra realism isn't really the point for this project. Ultra speed is. And don't worry, chat, this is all going to get black washed and stuff, so we're going to darken it up. I'm just starting with a basic gray. Oh, poo. Pushed a little hard on that, didn't I? Didn't I, chat? Why'd you let me do that, chat? I mean, come on. Oh, come on, chat. Should have painted this before I glued it on. It's alright, we'll fix those in a bit. It's fine, chat. It's fine, chat. What are you so worried about? Trust me, chat. I know what I'm doing. And we'll need a couple coats of this color because the cardboard sucks up color on the first coat, so speed draw some stuff. Awesome. Oh, did you get my message about my shirt that I want? That you suggested? I really want to get that shirt. I've been having dreams about it because I'm weird, but oh yeah, I know. I'm not throwing expectations on you. Just ideas. Maybe a little inspiration for something different. But let's see, speed. Oh, one of the things that I want to do, one of the reasons I wanted to do the sculpting is I'm going to take the character portraits you did for us and sculpt some minis out of them. So that's one of the reasons I'm trying to learn the sculpting, is because I want to have those things done. So I'm going to turn those into 3D models. Your art there. I just thought that would be a really fun thing to do. See if I can do it. I don't know. I mean, it might turn out sucking, but you don't know if you don't try, you know, right? Right, chat? If you don't know if you can do something, give it a shot. Probably you can. But even if you can't, at least you tried. Oh, sorry, chat. Getting this a little out of frame here. Kind of forget where I am sometimes. Actually, I forget where I am a lot of times. But it's fine, chat. It's fine, chat. Let's see, what could... Alright, chat, what could Prodigy speed draw for us that would be really cool? What kind of... So, I've seen you do characters, but I don't know what other kinds of art you do, actually. Because all I've seen is your character art. So, is that primarily what you do, is the character art? Or do you do other types of things too? Do you want to be challenged with stuff other than characters? Because I know a lot of times artists like to push different directions. Oh, that's okay. I'm not saying anything important. Just talking about what a derp I am. Do you have, I mean... What do you like to draw? Environment art. Oh, let's see. Okay, so here's, all right, I'm gonna present a challenge to you. One of the things, the world hooks for, so let me explain the world hook to you that we came up with on the world building show. We've got a world where some time ago a power-consumed necromancer tried to create a ritual that would raise all the dead at once. But it messed things up. And what ended up happening was it got way too powerful and out of control, and it actually exploded, right? The ritual, the magic exploded. And it created this just horrible wasteland that's kind of barren and messed up and magically broken. Like the fabric of magic is broken in this place, so magic doesn't work right. And what has happened is, instead of raising the dead, animating the dead, what he ended up doing was a radiating effect that started animating inanimate objects. So like rocks and trees and chairs and spoons and all kinds of stuff are starting to come to life, and it's radiating out from this this kind of bombed out area that's just all messed up. So in this area, you've got all these just destroyed things coming to life, you know, like bent, broken trees and garbage like that. But then it starts radiating out to, you know, just normal everyday village stuff. So somebody's sitting in their chair and it all of a sudden comes to life, and, you know, that kind of thing. So draw something from that world. Either the, you know, the lands that got destroyed, or some of the things that are coming to life, or stuff like that. That would be cool to have. I'd love to see that. I see it in my head, but I want to see what you think it looks like. Yeah, absolutely. Just, I mean, you said you wanted to get into stuff besides character art, so there you go. There's a whole bunch of different things you could draw that I would love to see. Yeah, we're gonna have to fix these bars here, chat. You let me break them, chat. How could you? How could you? Thought you were watching out for me, chat. You know how much of a dum-dum I am sometimes. You're supposed to be watching out for me. So I may go back and do something with the edging here to hide this corrugation, but I'm not terribly concerned about it. So we'll see how I feel in a little bit about doing something about that. I'm not sure it's worth the time and effort to do it, because I've got a lot of stuff I got to get done for the campaign coming up. So there will be some shortcuts here, but that's okay, because everybody gets time crunched, and when you're building terrain, sometimes you need to know how to shortcut this stuff and get some things out that look good but aren't perfect. And perfection is never the goal here, because I'll never attain it. I want workable. All right, so we're going to do a bit of work on touching up here, because I was deepening some of the lines here and I ripped up the paint a bit. So we're going to touch that up a little. And we'll give it kind of a thin coat here. Then we're going to start working on the bed for the water. So I didn't make it very deep. It's only 1/4 inch deep. We're going to make it look deeper. Give it the illusion of deeperiness. Also, give it the illusion of these are sewers, so it's going to be nasty water. So we'll work on that. Work on making some nasty water. Don't worry, Chad, it'll be fun. We can make poop jokes, you know, all the fun stuff. You know, we can just be children in here, because why grow up, right? Right, chat? Right, Terrainoob? You're so wise. I know, chat. Do 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 do. That's my new hit single. Oh, awesome. Yay. Shirt. So chat, I talked to Prodigy about doing some artwork for a shirt for me for the channel. I need my It's Fine Chat shirt. So she's gonna draw some stuff I can put on that shirt. So we're just kind of doing a thin base on this. Okay, now on to the water. We'll let this all dry a bit and we'll move on to other stuff. Alright, so this water is sewer water. We're going to actually pour some resin and stuff in here at the end of this so that we have some watery texture. But on the bottom of this, we want some nastiness. So I've picked some kind of the grossest colors I could find. Some browns and this like sick green. It looks like it's just gross. Pour some actual sewer water in. Well, no. But we can make little clay poops and stuff and put them in there, you know. What? That's gross, chat. Gross. How could you say something like that? Come on. Well, you know, me and the toilet paper crafting are... We do that. Let's see, I think I'm going to use this kind of reddish brown, this sienna. So right now we just want to get some color down there. So that we can have a little bit deeper than what we actually pour. Because I don't want to pour very thick here, because I do want some space between, you know, this needs to be raised a little bit above the water. So I'm going to want to paint most of the depth into this, not pour it. So we're going, oh yeah, that is just a gross brown color over this black. Oh yeah. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, I already want to throw up. Is that gross or what, chat? I mean, when you think about what this actually is, that's just disgusting. Well, not what this actually is. What this is supposed to be. What it actually is just some paint on some foam. But when you think about what it's supposed to be, that's gross. But that's the point. And these two tiles I'm kind of doing some experimenting with because I haven't done sewer tiles before, so I'm kind of working out how I want these to look and what's going to be the best techniques for the other 7 tiles that I'm making. Yeah, it looks pretty orange in the camera, but it's kind of orangey. It's an orangey brown, this burnt sienna. So yeah, it's pretty reddish brown, so it's pretty ew. Ew, chat. All right. Spicy poops. All right, so I just want to see. I just want to mix in a little bit of this stuff and just kind of see how this works against this I mean, this color is gross too. This looks like, well, I'm not going to say what it looks like. It's just gross. But I'm just going to spot some of this in here. And the paint underneath is still wet, so it's kind of wet blending in a bit. But I just want to get some nastiness in here. And this is all going to get washed over too, so it's all going to blend down and mute a bit, because this is a bit bright, but I'm just kind of trying to see how these colors work together, how gross they are. That's a little too bright, I think. I think. So let's try on the other one. See, I'm not worried about experimenting because I can always just paint over it if I have to. I'm probably not going to have to. So I'm watering this down a bit so it'll blend in a little better. We're going to want this darker down here in the middle anyway because we want it to look deeper. But we're going to do some fixing on that in a minute. Don't worry, chat. Don't worry, chat. Chat, you worry too much. Oh, that is really making a gross color. Feeling a little ill, chat. Just feeling a little ill. That's really disgusting. But that's the point. All right. So now what I need to do, get my biggie palette out, because I need to do some black washing. Where's my black paint? Oh, poo, I left it in my cabinet. Hold on, chat. So we're going to do a bit of black washing here, just to bring some detail back. We're going to do a pretty thin black wash. That's why I need the big palette, because I need lots of room. Lots of water. I get all the poop color off of this. May not be thin enough. 'Tis not. Much thinner. This is just tap water. Straight from the tap. It's just a convenient way to have it here in that little squirt bottle. Okay, that's probably thin enough. Very, very thin. Let's start over here actually, because this needs to be black washed and this is for sure dry now. Yeah. Oh, that's a... Sorry, chat. Oh, you have a design? Did you send it? Did you send it? I want to see it. Or are you just quick sketching? It's not done yet. Let me know. I don't know how your art works. Oh, cool. All right. Once we're done with the black wash, chat, we're going to take a look at this and see what the shirts are going to, what kind of fun we're going to have with the shirts. Oops. dripping a bit. It's fine, because that's all going to get black washed too. So don't worry about it, chat. See, I'm dripping some drips. Just hold this over here so I don't drip the drips. Is that okay with you, chat? So now we got some work to do on the roof, but the body of this mausoleum just needs a couple dry brush layers. And once this dries, and the body will be pretty much done. So most of the work is going to go into the roof there. So we're going to wash this down. And then we'll just have to do the dry brush on this part. Most of the detail of this is actually going to go into the water area. We're going to put some detritus and broken planks and junk and crap and junk and stuff. Yeah, that poop color is gross, isn't it? Oh, must be somebody exciting outside. Callie's letting us know. So Callie, the doggie we have right now, is actually a bit famous. She's been on the news and stuff because when a couple years ago she was out in the backyard. Her family lives kind of out in the boonies, out in the country. She was out in the backyard with the kids, and there was a rattlesnake, and she took a rattlesnake bite to the neck to keep the kids from getting hurt. And she got a lot of venom in her. And the vets said she is not going to make it through the night. She's just not. That's way too much venom for a dog to live through. And her head swelled up like a balloon. There's pictures of her because they went on Facebook and did a GoFundMe, and she was on the news and all kinds of stuff. But the GoFundMe was so successful, it not only paid for all the surgeries she had to have, and she had to have a lot of surgeries, and I think went through 26 vials of anti-venom. It was something ridiculous. The vet said he had never seen anything near that bad. And he actually uses it as case study now for teaching and stuff. But the GoFundMe was so successful that they paid for all of her surgeries and needs, and they ended up donating a lot of money to other rescue operations, animal rescue things, and it was just really a great story. And she's a sweet, sweet dog, but oh my gosh, her poor face. She's got all kinds of droop down here because she's swelled so much, and they had to get rid of all this necrotic tissue and stuff, so she's got all this extra skin droop in here, and her eyebrows kind of droop down, so she has this very serious RBF going on. It's a little creepy. If she just sits there and looks at you, it looks like she's gonna eat your face. But she's one of the sweetest dogs we've had here, and she's always happy. I mean, her tail, she's a chocolate lab mix, and it just looks like she's going to shake her tail off of her body sometimes. But yeah, she's a sweetie dog and just kind of locally famous. And it was a good story. All right, so I'm going to black wash in here as well, because I want to get some of those. I mean, there's a lot of texture down here that just came as a natural byproduct of cutting into this stuff. So I want to kind of highlight that because it makes it look deeper and cruddy and broken and old. Okay, so we're gonna let those dry, and we're gonna go take a look at some art, chat, as soon as I get my paintbrush cleaned off here. All right, let's see about this shirt that I'm gonna make. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, chat! Look at this! Look at this! Look at this! I love it! I love that! Oh! Oh, I need that art so you can so I can get it printed on a shirt. Oh! Oh! Oh, finalize that and send it to me. Please, please, Prodigy. I want to get that shirt so bad. I want to wear that. I love that. That is so funny. It's fine, chat. That's great. Oh, Prodigy, I love that. Oh, thank you so much, Prodigy. That is excellent. That's the best shirt ever. Oh, that is so much better than I had in my head. You're brilliant. All right, so let's get these. These are a little rough to. Oh yeah, I'll definitely send you a shirt for show. For show. When I go to get it printed up, I'll let you know what company it is, and you can send me what shirt size you want from them, and I'll send you one. I think I'm gonna try super gluing this stuff. That may work better. You know what? I'll send you one for your best friend too. Give me her shirt size, I'll send you one. That is so worth it to me. All right. Well, hopefully the super glue will do a little better here, because these were going to be kind of weak, because there's not a lot of surface area to glue, and painting on it just kind of reactivates white glue, so because it gets it wet again. So hopefully this will be a little less problematic. Oh, hey, I just glued my finger to my palm. That's special. Come on, get in there. Sorry you can't see me struggling with this, chat. I keep forgetting where my camera is. Where's my... Lord, I have no idea where my tweezers are. Just gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way, chat. Alright, that'll work. That'll be better. All right, see you in a sec. Tell her I say goodnight. Oh man. So the weather here in Florida has just been nuts the past couple of days. All kinds of rain and overcast and stuff. And it's fall here, so my allergies are kind of going a little bit bonkers today. All right, so let's get another coat of patina on this, and then we'll start painting up the rails and stuff, or I don't know what you call it. What is those called? What is thems? I don't know. Do you know? I don't know. We're gonna call them rails because that's all I know. So obviously the roof, the roof plates themselves are copper, but I'm debating on the rails and the spikes. Do I want to? I don't think I want to make them copper because I want to put more detail into this. So I think what I'm going to do is kind of make them a steel, iron. Yeah, iron. We'll make them iron. So they'll kind of have rusted and they'll be rusty dusty. But we want to get a nice coat of this patina on here first so we can be done with that. Because it's a little hard to paint. I mean, I could get a really tiny brush and be careful, but there's no reason to if I'm just going to paint it here. So we'll do that. There's only so much smoothing I can do on this because I painted it with I covered this whole thing with that Mod Podge paint mixture, and that stuff's really thick and it started dripping on these. I mean, when it was drying it kind of sagged, and I didn't think about that, so I've got some texture on here, but that's kind of okay because these panels probably weren't, we're going to say that these weren't manufactured by the very best of medieval manufacturers of copper, so they're a little bumpy. Also, I mean, as copper gets old, it is going to essentially rust, which is what this patina is. It's copper rust, and that does eat the metal away and starts pitting it and stuff like that. So we'll say that. We'll go with that story, chat. And that will be fine. Right? Right, chat? Right, Terrainoob? We believe you. Thanks, chat. I knew I could count on you. Alright, so patina doesn't really get, like, if you've ever seen pictures of the Statue of Liberty, it's green because it's copper and it's patinaed. Patina doesn't really have a whole lot of highlights and stuff, so there's not going to be a lot going on in there. Plus they're flat, so there's not a lot to highlight anyway. So that's going to be just about done, and then I want to get, where's my, wait, did I bring you? Oh, brought you over here. All right, so I've got this gunmetal gray that should work pretty well for an iron base coat, and we will rust that up once, but we got to get the base coat on first because that's going to be streaked. It's not going to be, iron doesn't rust quite like copper does. Copper's fairly even in its rusting. Iron doesn't. It does a lot more spotting and, wow, I'm shooting paint all over my computer. It's fine, chat. It's fine.
Alexa Prize is not available in your car.
Computer, shut up. So here was a stupid mistake on my part. We have an Alexa, and we put it in our room with all of our computer equipment in the nerd cave.
This quote's from Muhammad Ali.
But computer, shut up. But we changed the wake word to computer because, you know, Star Trek, right? Well, this stupid thing tries to talk to me constantly, and I should probably I wanted to change the wake word back, but Wendy wanted to keep it that. I was like, but it keeps turning on. She said, so what? It's cool. Because you can say, computer, tea, Earl Grey, hot.
The replicators on this vessel are not yet operational.
Did you guys hear that? Anyway, so we're just going to get some base coat here, and this is going to be iron, so... Is it really? We don't have a Google Home, so I'm not sure. We bought a couple dots when they were on sale on Prime days just to get them up, a couple upstairs. We have one in our master bedroom, and then actually there's also one in the living room. So we've got this one, the master bedroom, and the living room. We were going to give one to the kids, but they didn't really care, so we said, fine, we'll take it. Because upstairs are in the master bedroom, we have a TV, but it's just a Heroku. Heroku is a hosting thing for website. Anyway, it's a Roku, and Rokus work with Alexa. So we got one for up there, so I could be really lazy, and instead of having to push my remote control button, I could just tell my TV to change to Netflix, because that's important, I guess. Alright, chat, let's be really careful here so I don't make a mess of the patina, right? So if I go out of frame, it's because I'm trying to be careful. Don't be mad at me, chat. Yeah. I mean, how could you not? It's really not that I need it to do that. It's just the cool factor, you know? I want to talk to my house and all the things in it, because that's just very Star Trek. Oh, here's another fun trick you can do with the Alexa if you set its name like this. Computer, is there a replacement beryllium sphere on board?
According to an Amazon customer, no, we have no extra beryllium sphere on board. Negative. No reserve beryllium sphere exists on board. Did that answer your question?
Now, if you guys don't know what that's from, then shame on you.
Thanks for your feedback.
That is from my favorite movie of all time. Boy, I can hear the kiddos. They only have the ability to stay quiet for about half an hour, and that's about the limit of what they can do. But it's fine, chat. You know what? Let the kids be kids and have some fun. You don't care if you hear them, do you? I mean, it's not going to ruin your immersion in terrain building if you hear the kids in the background, is it? If you hear kids having fun and being kids. I mean, it's fine, chat, right? That's what we say. Because, hey, life, right? Let people be people. Adds to the immersion. That's right. It's like we're really in a city full of weird teenage girls. That's right. We've created a new RPG. And honestly, you know what, chat? This is the best thing for me about this, the live streaming, is not doing the live streaming. It's hanging out with you guys. Because now I have a world family. And that is pretty cool. That is something I am thankful for. So thank you, chat, for being my world family. And watching me paint silly things. Well, thank you, Prodigy. I feel very much the same. Technology is a wonderful thing if you use it properly, and I think building relationships outside of your normal sphere of influence is a proper use of technology. Spending all your time on it and ignoring the people around you is not a proper use of it. Just saying. But using it to help as a tool to help build far relationships, I think that's a good use. Or you could build fur relationships. I mean, whatever you're into, you know. I'm not judging. Yeah, I am. That'd be weird. Yeah, I'm judging that. I'm not building any fur relationships. I'm sorry. Call me a judgmental jerk if you want to, but no. Oh, the patina's still wet over here. Boo. It's a little thick. Alrighty. Oh, I'm so stuffy. Stupid allergies. So I got over this cold, and right as I was getting over the cold, the rain started and kicked my allergies in. So kind of got a double whammy this week. Sucked. Do we celebrate Halloween? Yes, we do. In America, Halloween is pretty much people decorate their houses, you know, go all spooky and stuff. The theme parks do special Halloween things, like we had Halloween Horror Nights at Universal. They set up haunted houses, and you go there late at night, and they stay open till 1 in the morning and do spooky, scary things. And but the general Halloween stuff is kids walk around the neighborhoods dressed up in their favorite costumes and go door to door and say trick or treat, and you give them candy, or they toilet paper your house. Not really, not so much. I mean, yeah, there is a lot happening. There's one person in our neighborhood that does a garage party every Halloween. She puts out beer and food and has costume contests, and she's really into the Halloween. And then you just go door to door and beg for candy is kind of what you do. Now, when I was a kid, you would just go out and run all over the place going door to door, but things are not as safe anymore, and so most of the time you go with a group of friends. But, you know, actually, when I was growing up, you'd go with a group of friends because that was the fun of it, was going with your friends. But you kind of stick to the neighborhood and don't run off too far by yourself because it's crazy. It's American. Well, it's not American, actually. We didn't invent that. We may have taken the celebration over the top, but we didn't invent Halloween. That is actually a European thing. All Hallows Eve was brought here by the Europeans. I think specifically Western European. I don't think the Eastern Europeans did much with that. And the whole dressing up costumey thing, I think, came primarily from Central America. The kind of Day of the Dead celebrations they have. So yeah, tell the old Australians it's not American at all, actually. We just like to party. We just like to have excuses to party, that's all. And I mean, can you blame us? Who doesn't? Right? All right, so that's getting there. We'll have to tart that up a bit, but old Australians are dumb. Did they spend too much time in the outback baking their brains? All right. I'll move these out of the way for a moment. Australian news. What is Australian news? Not the best? I don't know. I've never watched Australia. I don't watch American news much because it's just aggravating and stupid, but I've never watched Australian news. I used to watch news a lot, but it's just, you know, politics just got so dumb and ridiculous that it's just people trying to be mean to each other, and I just didn't want to participate in that anymore. You know, politics used to mean something, and people used to stand for things, but now all they stand for is not that guy. Let's oppose that. Not let's stand for something. Let's just go out and stand against things and call people names and be nasty and gross. So I just stopped watching news because that's all it was nasty and gross. Tabloids. Well, I mean, that's kind of what it's gotten to. They're all worried about selling the ads and not reporting the news. And you know what? Don't get me on my soapbox because I'll go off for hours on that. It's really frustrating and aggravating and saddening to me. I don't like it. All right, so let's get into some dry brushing here. Let's talk about something fun like dry brushing. Right, chat? We're gonna have some dry brushing fun. So we're gonna just get a light gray. This is country gray. It's country. I'm a little bit country. I'm a little bit rock and roll. Wow, that's an old song. That is not a dry brushing brush. That is a dry brushing brush. Nice stiff bristles. Actually, that's a little too stiff. You know, the funny thing is when I'm dry brushing, I actually prefer softer bristles than most people do when they're dry brushing, because I feel like I have more control over it. Not that soft. This probably be good. All right. So we're going to do a heavy dry brush on this first. That's not very heavy, is it, chat? That's better. That's better, chat. Oh, that may be a little too heavy. But you know what, chat? It's fine. We'll hide that. Don't worry about it, chat. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, chat. This is kind of a base dry brush layer because we're gonna put some stuff on these stones. We're not gonna just leave them boring old stones. I mean, come on, chat. Would I do that to you? Of course I would not. Boy, I've got a lot of this to do. Holy mackerel. We still got a bit of wetness from the wash in the deep recesses, but that's not really going to affect this that much. I mean, I'm picking up a little bit of wash every once in a while, but it's fine, chat. We're just kind of going pretty light on this dry brush because these are large flat areas and dry brushing them is kind of a pain. All right, so that's better. So we're going to do this a little bit. We'll also do this dry brush layer on the Mausoleum if it's dry enough now, and then we're going to put some stuff on these sewer tiles, some actual detail. Then it'll start to look sewerish and cool. I'm probably not going to work on much more on the pipes and stuff today because I want to let that glue dry real well, and I want to concentrate more on getting a couple of these done because I can run the tiles without the backs. Can't run the backs without the tiles. So I'm more concerned about getting this done first. So that's what we're going to do, chat. Look, chat, it's my show. It's my show. I'll do it the way I want to. Can't stop me. I mean, you could stop me. You could just not watch, but and that would not be cool, but still, I have some priorities I have to set. So we're going to work these tiles first. All right. Are we dry enough here to do some first dry brush layer? Yes, we are. Hooray! This is going to start really bringing out a lot of the texture on this. And this is a real heavy dry brush, so it's going to catch most of the surface here. We're just trying to leave the dark in the recesses. But this thing is going to start looking pretty cool here once we start getting the dry brushing on. And don't worry, we're going to do something a little special with this door here later, but not yet. You'll just have to stay tuned for that, chat. And yeah, the dry brush looks pretty stark, but remember, acrylic paints dry a lot less bright than they go on wet, so it will mute down a bit and not be nearly as stark. Not Tony Stark. That's not what we're talking about here, chat. Thanks, Prodigy. All right. So I think that's already starting to look way better. Let's see how this works out on this weird texture on the side. I'm really interested to see what happens with that. Not this, the stuff next to this, but I gotta go in order or I get confused. So this stuff is just the, I got this at the dollar store. This is that non-slip stuff you put on your cabinets and things, that rubberized non-slip crap. But it had this weird kind of spider webby, creepy texture that I thought might look interesting on the side of a mausoleum. So, giving it a shot. And honestly, I'm kind of liking it. I think it's pretty interesting, cool looking, if I do say so myself. And I did say so myself. So there. Yeah, I think that's going to work when it gets all dry brushed up, when we get through all the dry brush layers here. We'll find out soon, because I'm probably just going to go ahead and finish dry brushing all this. See, how can I hold this so I don't make a mess, since I got to paint all four sides? That works. That's why I left the hole. That's why I left the hole down here, chat. I promise that's exactly why I did it. I was thinking ahead. Yeah. Actually, I was being lazy and there's no reason to cover the bottom, so I didn't cover the bottom. But as it turns out, it's a great way to hold this thing. Right, chat? Right, Terrainoob? You're so smart. Thinking ahead like that. Okay. Yeah, my wrist only turns so far, chat. I had to adjust it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, chat. Building for fingers. That's right. You know that game you would play when you were a kid? You know, here's the church, here's the steeple, open the door and see all the people. I've just taken that to a whole new level. Oh, that was a bit heavy. I mean, it's a heavy dry brush, but I wasn't planning on going that heavy with it. But you know what, chat? It's fine. It's fine, chat. All right, this is starting to look a bit stonish. Starting to look stoned. Wait, what? Wait, what? All right. So now we need to go lighter. Lighter than this? Yes, lighter than this. I need my white. It's in my cabinet. Right back, chat. Don't worry, I'm not going far. It's right here. I've already got it. I'm coming back. Don't worry. Chat, I know you missed me. I know you missed me, chat. It's okay, I'm back. The party can start again. So we're gonna probably go 50-50 on this white and gray. And get this thing all highlighted up. White paint, I don't know why, but white paint always gets so crusty and crumbly. I I don't understand why that's so different than any other color. I mean, white's not a color technically, but still, I mean, it's still, you know, pigment, and I don't get it. I don't understand, chat. Why is that, chat? It gets so nasty and crumbly, and I mean, it's the same. This is Apple Barrel, but I've used many whites of many different brands, and they all do the same thing. What is that all about, chat? Explain that to me. I really gotta know. Okay, this is going to be a much lighter dry brush. Whoop. And we'll do one more after this that's pretty white. And it'll be just kind of hitting the edges. But let's see how we're doing after this. Oh, that's bringing things out real good. I like that. Nice faded stone. You know, it's all kind of bleached out and lost all its color. I'm loving it, chat. There are silly girls looking at me. Save me, chat. They're staring at me, chat. Help me, chat. Nah. Hello, goyles. Gargoyles, maybe. Oh, it's the gargoyles. See what I did there, chat? You see what I did there? Oh, that went a little much. It's fine, chat. It's fine. Chat, you worry too much. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, chat. Gosh. So I know it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of paint going on here, but it does start building up. It doesn't look a lot different, but it starts building up kind of layers of stuff and gives some depth to the piece. That's why you do the dry brushing. Because it puts little highlights on things and makes it look, because when you're doing miniature, you really need a lot of contrast, more so than what real life would be. So the dry brushing helps with that. It brings some contrast out. And depending on how realistic you want to make it, is how many layers of dry brush and how different each layer's color is. So I'm only doing 3 layers of dry brush, which is actually a good bit, but I like that look, and I like my pieces to have a little more depth. A lot of times, I mean, a lot of people just do 1 layer of dry brush and that's enough for them. So now we're going to go just about pure white. I mean, I'm dumping it into the same pot, into the same cup, but and using the same brush, so there'll be a little bit of a gray there, but mostly just white, and I'm just going to hit the edges of things. And remember, it may look, you may see some stark contrast on there, especially if I get a little much paint, but it's all going to dry much less bright than when it goes on. That's just the way acrylic paints work. It's playing up every now and then. Like what? Like getting crackly or cutting out, or what's the dealio, yo? Or am I just getting is my beard rubbing on it and making weird noises? So that's probably, hold on, probably just like this. Beard rubbing up against it. Let me move it a little bit, see if that helps. So I moved it down a little away from my face so my scragglies wouldn't get in it. Maybe that'll work better. Let me know if that works better. All right, so I'm going to call this, the bottom of this, done. We still got to work the roof, but the bottom of this, we're going to do something with the door, don't worry. But the rest of it's done, all right? That's stoned enough. So I'm going to switch back to, because I'm just not feeling the roof right now. Not feeling like doing that at the moment. So we may save that till next week, finish that off, because I'm not really 100% sure exactly what I want to do with it. But what I do know is I want to do some stuff here. So we're going to make this look all crudded up, and you know, people have been throwing junk down here, and it's old, and you know, flushing their diapers down the toilet. Yeah, because medieval diapers, you know. But you know what I'm saying, chat. So we're just going to put some rocks and some junk and some stuff and some crap and things. So I've just got some pea gravel here. I picked this up. This is great stuff. I use this a lot. I picked this up at the dollar store. I mean, $1 for this big thing of pea gravel, and I've had it for a long time because you don't have to use much of it. And you see I've gone through half of it. I use it a lot. And I still have half of it left. Great stuff. So we are just going to put some things, we're going to scatter some glue around and just put some rock piles and things around here. Know what I'm saying, chat? This also gives some nice texture to the top of the water when it's poured. I haven't decided yet whether I want to just use pouring medium in here or if I want to actually get some resin. I don't know if I have enough pouring medium to do all this is the problem. And we'll put a couple rocks up on the tiles. We don't want to get too much in the way because we want to put figures here, so we want this to be playable. So we don't want to put too much, and we want to kind of keep them to the side, like we wouldn't want to put something right in the middle of a square. But we'll put a few just to give it more texture and interest. So then we just start plopping rocks. Ooh, terrain noob. This is the best part of any terrain making ever. I know, chat, right? I don't like the shape of that rock up there. You can go down there. Yep, we got to start plopping rocks. Let's plop them rocks. Rock plopping for noobs. Wow, we're working on sewer tiles. That's starting to sound a bit gross, actually. We're gonna plop rocks in the sewer. I'm such a child, chat. I swear. My wife is right. I'm just an overgrown 12-year-old. Complete with toilet humor and everything. But what are you gonna do? Yeah. Quotes have been fantastic. Huh? Are you gonna have to make me bunches of shirts? Am I gonna have all kinds of dumb quotes? Now, I'm not terribly worried about these rocks sticking too much because they're going to get covered over with resin and stuff. They're not going to go anywhere, but we are going to want to put some paint on things, so... Well, maybe not. Maybe we want to just leave this natural, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of tint the resin or the pouring medium or whatever I use, give it a little bit of a tint, kind of a brownish greenish tint. So we may want to actually leave this color in here just to put some more color in this piece. I don't know, what do you think, chat? Should I like gray paint the rocks so they look uniform, or just leave them like this and pour the tinted stuff over them? So I think that's enough for that one. Leave them? All right, we'll leave them. If you say so, chat, that's what we'll do. Put a couple rocks around here. Maybe one there. Maybe one there. Why not, chat? Now this is very, very scientific placement of this stuff. I can't tell you my secret for how I place these, because, you know, but it's all scientific. There's lots of measurements and numbers and maths and stuff. Just, you know, it's really complicated how I figure out where to put these rocks, chat. And I can't really let you in on all the secrets, you know, because, you know, then why would you watch the show? If I told you all my secrets, why would you ever watch? Very scientific. You believe me, right, chat? We believe you, Terrainoob. Rock plopping. All the science, that's right. Many hours of figuring out geometry and calculus and just chat. I just can't explain it all to you. It's just too complicated. Plop them rocks. We're plopping in the sewer. Ew, chat. Rocket science. Oh, ha ha ha. Prodigy. Oh, boo. That was actually pretty good. Pretty good. Just It was a smart joke. I liked it. But still, boo. Punny. You're punny. Alright, so we got some rockuses. You're funny. Alright, so now we got some rockuses here. Now what we're gonna do, popsicle stick. Broken up stuff. See, now lots of carving goes into getting all this stuff just right. Promise, chat. So let's see, where do we want to put this one? We'll put this one maybe here. We'll lean it up. It'll come out of the water a little bit, like right there. Like, what do you think about that, chat? Don't worry, we'll paint those a little bit. It's fine. It's fine, chat. Oi. And we'll put some just kind of floating in the bottom here. We may put some on top once we pour the stuff. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying, chat? You know, the stuff. When we pour the stuff. So, we're not going to go too nuts with these. Pour the stuff! That's right, chat. I'm also going to get some different size wood here in a minute. I just happen to have this old stir stick thingy sitting on my desk, so I figured I'd, you know, go ahead and use it. Where am I going to put this? Right here? You like it being right there, chat? Okay, chat. I mean, not my first choice, but hey, chat, you're in charge, you know? Put it right there. Alright, look, chat. Let me get some more wood. Don't worry, I'll only be gone for about half an hour or so. We're gonna get the things and stuff here. Come on, things and stuff. You know what I mean, chat. I just want to get a bunch of them out because I got 7 more of these things to do. Alright, I'm coming, chat. Alright, so we got all these different size sticks and things and junk and stuff. And we're just going to be mean to them. And we can put them wherever we want because it's our build, right, chat? So we'll put these wherever we want to. Like, I'm going to put this one right here. There's nothing anybody can do about it. Right, chat? Oh, let's get a stir stick out and see what we can do with this. This magic mess. Do a few of these things. Maybe how are we gonna make this look good? Yeah, we'll do that. I like that. Here, we'll put one over here too. We'll just put all the glue on. There, I like that. That's a good one. How about this one? Why don't we put that right here? I like that. That's my favorite. Where's that? I gotta break some more stuff. Here's the broken one. Here, look, I'll just be mean to these sticks, chat. That may be too big. We're gonna make a smaller one. We're gonna make. I'm breaking things, chat. Jeez, not this one. Oh God, that hurt. Bent my fingernail backwards. Broke my fingernail, not the stick. There we go. Yeah, I'm a wimp, chat. I don't care. Don't care. Tell you what though, sculpting is really building up the muscles in my fingers because that clay especially when you're conditioning it, because I don't have a roller. Break them sticks. I don't have a roller, so conditioning that clay really works your fingers and your hands. My goodness. Because that Super Sculpey is it's poly clay, polymer, and it's not. Yeah, the Burns of 19. That's right. They've had some issues, but that polymer clay is, unless it's really fresh, it's really tough when it comes out of the box, and you got to really work it. Let's see, we'll do something like that. How about that, chat? I like that one. All right, so that's probably enough of that for now. So now we've got a big mess in there, but that's fine because it's supposed to be a big mess, right, chat? Right, Terrainoob? All right, so what we'll do, we'll chat. It's time for some lunch for me. I'm getting kind of hungry. So I think we're going to call it for today because we're at a good stopping point. I think we're done with this. Next week we'll do some work on the door here just to detail it a bit. We'll get this roof finished up because we don't have much to do on here. We just got some rusting and highlighting to do on the iron here. This we are going to, next week we'll get into finishing these things up, trying to get these finished, the end plates, and we will do some staining on the wood just to darken it and get it looking kind of gross, and then we'll get into pouring the stuff and finishing these up. We've got another couple of dry brush coats to do on the you know the word tiles. You know, chat. Don't make me forget words. My goodness. Anyway, that's what we'll do next week. This week, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Always enjoy having you here. Always love talking to my world family. Please make sure to follow us on all the social media channels so you know what's going on, what's coming up. We put all the notifications there, so mash all the buttons, ding all the bells. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. Until next time, build on.